Okay, let's check how by value works in JavaScript. So suppose I create a variable called a whose value is 2, right? Okay, then I create a variable called b whose value is a. Okay, now I keep value of b is 3. Okay, but the question is whether the value of a will change or not, because we have assigned the value of a to b. So we can check a. So as you can see, the value of a does not change. So what happened here? What happened is when we assign the variable b equal to a will assign the value of a, not the memory at where the a is saved. Okay, so b will only has the value and b will save that value in its own memory. Okay, and b can now manipulate, and if we manipulate b, then the memory space where b is stored, that will be manipulated, not a. So this is by value works. Now what is by reference mean? So by value mostly used by primitive data types. They are the one who can do that. So I'll show you one more. Okay, now I'll explain how by reference works in JavaScript. Suppose I have a variable q who is an object who has an attribute called name whose value is hi. Okay, now again I'll create one more object, one more variable whose value I will assign whatever the value I will assign to q. Okay, now with p I will change the property of attribute to hello. Okay, now the question is what will be the property of q? Will it be the name will be hi or hello? Let's check. So as you can see, it has updated it. So what happened here is when an object is assigned to some variable, they don't assign the value of that object but the memory address at which that object is stored. So if you manipulate, like here you anything, it will manipulate that memory space, okay, where this object is stored, and all this variable p and q will point to that memory space. So q name will also get updated. That's how it works. Interesting. You can see suppose two objects are never same even though both are empty. Why is that? Because when we say object, we don't go by the value but by reference to the memory where this value is stored. So the memory at which this is stored is different to what this is stored. That's why it's showing false. But in primitive type we go by value. So 2 equal to will be equal to 2 because it is checking the value, not the memory at which they are stored. That is what by value and by reference mean.